Hello, welcome to Lemon Studios, where we talk anything and everything entertainment. I'm, of course, the Lemon himself, Zeke Lamone, and this is my review for Season 3, Episode 7 of Invincible. But before we get into that, let's get the house clean out of the way. Shari, I'm to leave a like, comment below, and let me know your thoughts on Invincible. And, of course, hit that subscribe button as it helps me grow into my YouTube career. I would greatly appreciate it. Now, all that out of the way, let's get into the review, Shari. So, man, I said last week that I was like, man, I don't think Episode 7 and 8 can top Episode 6 because I just really loved just how human that episode was and just everything that was being talked about and how it was really making everything come full circle with Mark, you know, to be like, hey, when is it okay to kill? When is it not okay to kill? When he's having these conversations with Oliver, he's having these conversations with Cecil, he's having these conversations with Eve, he's doing all these different things about, you know, we should never kill. If you kill, you go to prison. I messed up really bad, and I felt really, really bad when I killed Engstrom all those times ago. And then we get to this episode where Engstrom gets a bunch of evil marks together and he says, hey, just destroy the earth. Just go. No rhyme or reason. Just go around and destroy that world by any means necessary. And they do in 2 days. In 2 days where they just go ham. I was like, man, these mofos just don't sleep. What's going on with all this destruction on it? And it was in a way where, like, as the destruction was happening, because you see the day one card. And as they're going, you're seeing all of this havoc just happening, this pandemonium that's going on. You kind of get lost in that, and you're thinking, damn, they must have been going at this for weeks. And then it cuts to black and it says day 2. And you're like, dang, that was only 1 day? It was wild. It was absolutely wild to watch. I said this in my immediate reaction, where I said, I haven't felt this helpless while watching a show since maybe the season finale of season 1 of Invincible, because it really did. I was just like, I don't know where I was going to win. Well, we're going to need those robots who are now the technicians, I guess is what their real names are. When after Angstrom lost his arm, he's like, fix me. And they're like, nah, man, we had a deal and you didn't raise up to your end of the bargain. And we see you weren't living up to your end of the bargain with the other marks as well. So no, now you report to us. If you agree to that, then we'll rebuild you. If not, you can die. What do you want to do? And then it cuts to black. So assuming he's going to accept their deal, then maybe he finds a way out of it or not. But man, those technicians came off very, very threatening in that one scene to shut him down from making any portals for that matter. But yeah, once, you know, you see all of that going on, it was just, again, really, really, it was just really jarring because I was just like, damn, I don't know how they're going to beat this. I'm going to need these technicians to come into play. Sure enough, for the most part, the marks get over zealous of themselves and are like, look, you know, we could just torture him. You know, only 8 survived. And you know, they're just like, look, we died. Like, we're not all alive. So, you know, we had some costs. So pay us our money. And then, you know, sure, maybe we'll help you. Or, you know, we're just done. No, we can't kill him, because if we kill him, then, you know, we leave him here. And then he's like, well, I really thought they were going to turn on me much later on. Well, this sucks. So how am I going to get Mark over here now? Then they have their nice big fight. And this is when Oliver's like, kill him before he hurts more people. Which is, really seems like, yeah, that is where you end the line on. You always try not to kill, because even Cecil has that conversation with Mark later when he's going, look, you cannot get mad at yourself for being a good person. You just can't. But there is a time and a place for everything. And sometimes you do have to take the kill shot. Because if he does succeed in killing him, where it seemed like Angstrom had an idea that he probably wouldn't be able to kill him, where if he would have just made sure he was dead, double tap, whatever, he just made sure he was dead all the way through, millions and maybe billions of people are still alive because of it. But since he did not, and you know, you're thinking this threat, who knows what the threat was that destroyed the earth that many years ago? Was it Angstrom? Was it the Viltrumites? Was it whoever? We'll see about the Viltrumites now next week after seeing Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I know that voice anywhere, man. When he popped up at the end of this episode. But yeah, man, this was just a fantastic episode. And also with Mark like, no, Eve's hurt, I need to be with her. You know who I really wish died in this whole aspect of this whole empire that was going on? I really wish Eve's dad died. I mean, seeing this guy, like, man, you don't even know Mark, dude. Why are you scolding your wife for talking to him? to talk with the boyfriend. Like, that's just, it just really, really irked me. But yeah, again, this was another episode that just put everything in retrospective. Him and Cecil are now starting to talk again. Sure, they'll probably never be on good terms. He did get to the point, goes, look, I'm not going to lead the Guardians. But if there's anything really bad, you can give me a call. But no, I am not going to work for you. And then Cecil pulled the line like, yeah, you stand up to me, Mark. That means something. I don't know. That was the only thing that kind of rolled my eyes at. But yeah, no, this was a fantastic episode. And again, just a great catalyst of the theme of the whole entire season of when is it okay to kill, when is it not okay to kill. And we're really going to see how it's going to go in episode 8. I wonder, because surely Oliver gets into play when it comes to next week. Again, I haven't read the comic, so I don't know how this goes. Maybe Oliver's the one who kills that dude. And maybe he gets a little blood hungry, you know. I would like to think Oliver stays good, but something just tells me he's going to turn heel at some point. I don't know. After John Cena turned heel, man, nothing's off limits to me, man. Anyone can go bad. I have no trust within anything anymore after John Cena turned heel at the Elimination Chamber. My one constant is gone. But yeah, no, this was a great episode. Great action, great storytelling, and not just within the episode, but within the whole scape of the season as a whole. This may be the best season to me. I am really, really enjoying this. Can't wait for season 4 the following year. Just had a great time with it. And I just can't wait to see where everything is going to be coming to play moving forward. Now, I do wish there was more stakes when people died. Like, I really was thinking, like, oh wow, a lot of people died. Like Rex dying really, really affected me, and maybe he's the one that sticks, which is the one I don't want to stick. But you know, seeing Immortal's head come off, it's like, well, he's died like 5 times in this show. Like, I feel nothing when he went out. I did feel something a little bit when oh crap, I forgot his name. But the guy who splits in half a little bit, who stretches, you know, he's like the new Martian, if you will, and he, you know, he's just a weird dude. Which the scene with that Mark, who is just cracking jokes, going like, what was he saying? Like, oh, I don't want to be unalive, and like all these things. Like, he's a weird dude, man. He's really weird. And then Immortal punches him, and goes, dude, you killed the vibe. And then he's like, man, should have killed him so fast, man. Now it's not as fun, you know, no torture and all of that. That Mark was funny. That Mark was really funny. But yeah, when he was split in half, I was like, wow, there's real stakes. People are dying. And then he just wakes up like, yeah, it's just gonna take me a minute just to reform here. I was like, oh man, I just wanted to feel something a little bit more to it. I knew the Immortal was gonna come back. He always comes back. But you know, some other heroes that I know besides just Rex, because every other hero that we have come to know and love throughout the 3 seasons made it, minus Rex. And you know, Eve is on bed rest, but she'll come back. Like, you know, she's not going to come back to life. Even the mom was like, yeah, no, she's going to be okay. And I really like the moment that her Mark had when she was like, you know, we have this normal girl across the street and she wasn't fighting or anything and she's dead, but my girl's alive. And this is really put in the retrospective, like, you know, their fears of her being a hero. She's not a hero. She is probably gone, you know? But yeah, I really did enjoy this episode quite a bit. A lot of stakes, which just wish they would have had a little bit more meat to them throughout. But yeah, I really like this episode. Let me know what y'all think about it down in the comment section. Leave a like if you made it this far within the review. I do greatly appreciate it. And hit that subscribe button as we head into the finale next week. Also got it covering a lot like Daredevil. If you're into Reacher, we're covering that too. I'm actually about to put that on as I get done with this review. Got a bunch of movies coming out. Mickey 17, Queen of the Ring. Y'all know me. I'm really into my wrestling. So we'll be covering that and a bunch of more other things heading your way soon here on this channel. So make sure you subscribe for that, and make sure you vote on the March Madness tournament on the community tab within the channel here, so that your vote is heard. Going to be counting those votes up, and round 2 will start the following week. But until next time, guys, I'll see you here at Lemon Studios.